In the last video, many of you have asked me that Daulat, we have converted our private key into a wallet array, but how we can utilize it, where we can utilize it? Can you give me the example? So in this video, I'll show you the actual example that how you can able to import this file, because some of the applications required the wallet array, not the private key, if you really want to use your own wallet into their platform. So to give you a perfect example, I want you to open a browser in a new tab and type Solana Playground. I hope you are familiar with Solana Playground. It's a really powerful online ID which you can use to deploy your contract on the DevNet or on the mainnet. So come back to the Solana Playground, click here, and it will take you to the official playground. Always search on Google, because if you click on the wrong Solana Playground, they might steal your fund. So always search on Google and try to come back to the official. This is the official one, and you will have the same interface just like me. So in this video, I'll show you that how you can import your account. So you will find that here I'm already connected with my Phantom wallet. So first I have to create a repository. I'll call this, let's say, test. And I'm generally use the Anchor framework because it's really powerful. Click on this create and it will create your repository. So this playground has two options. You can perform your transaction using your internal wallet, which is provided by the Solana Playground, or you can use your Phantom wallet. Suppose you don't want to use your Phantom wallet, you want to use your own Solana Playground wallet which you have, and you want to import it. This condition, if you want to execute any transaction using the Solana Playground, you have this two options. If you go with the internal wallet, there is a higher probability of transaction getting success, because sometimes when there is a price fluctuation in the transaction, Phantom wallet try to prevent the transaction to save your fund. But when it's come to the internal playground, somehow we have to execute the transaction, no matter whether we are paying higher fee or lower fee. And that's mainly when it's come to deploying the smart contract. So there we have to go a little bit higher range to execute the transaction. So when it's come to deployment of the contract, I personally suggest to all my client or the user to go use the internal wallet and do the transaction. In that way, you will have the higher success rate for executing the transaction. So if you really want to use your wallet to do the transaction, because Solana Playground will provide you the wallet, but you have to use your own wallet. You can't use the Playground wallet. So if you click on this Playground wallet, here you will find that I'm already have this account. I have already done the import of the account in my wallet. So this is the account 1, account 2 and account 3. So when you will create your account in Playground, Solana like Playground will create this particular wallet for you by default, but you can later import your own wallet. So you can import, click here, and here you will have the option called import and export. When you will export your account from Playground, it will give you the wallet array, because it doesn't give you the private key or the seed phrase. It will give you the wallet array which you have to use to import in your application or in other application. If you go to the Trust wallet, Binance wallet, there you will find that there they accept the seed phrase or they accept the private key. I haven't seen the wallet array option, but maybe if you have seen, just let me know, which we have generated in the last video. So if you haven't watched the video, I would suggest you to come back and watch again. I'll come back here. You can see this is the file which we have created. I'm going to delete it to show you that I have already given my private key right up here in the environment variable, and this is the entire script which allows us to convert our private key into a wallet array. So I'll simply close this one, and I have this command. So I'll simply copy this command, and this is the command I'm going to execute. The moment I will execute this command, it's going to create me this particular file. So you can see this is the couple of array you are getting about your wallet, but there are more. I don't want to show you all. So that's what I have given this. And this is the file in which I will have the entire array of my wallet. That's what I have to provide and upload. So this is what I got it. I'll come back here in the browser, and you can see this is what I have. If I want to import, I can simply click here. I'll go back to import, and here it will ask me. So I have this repository in my documents. Here I have it, and it will have the file. So I'll double click it, and here I got the file, wallet array. I'll simply select, click on, and click on open. The moment I will do, it will automatically import my wallet, and you can see that my wallet is there. It is the same account which I have imported from my Phantom wallet. So if you haven't watched the last video, make sure to watch it, and this is the same wallet address I got it. So that's how you can import. Here I'm not getting any option for private key or seed phrase. I'm getting this option called wallet array, and that's what I have used to do the import of my wallet. So this one is very important if you really want to work in the field of Solana development, because it's a non-EVM compatible chain. It has a different structure for wallet generation and wallet management, and providing multiple access and performing the multiple signer objects transaction model. So tons of things are there. I would highly encourage you to simply try to analyze this script, try to read about the wallets model we have on the Solana ecosystem, that how it work, how this crypto wallets are performing the transaction. If you are not familiar with the crypto wallet, then I would highly encourage you to come back here in the blockchain coder come back here, go back to the source code section, and there you will find we have tons of projects related to wallet. So here in this project we have built the Trust Wallet clone, where we are providing Binance, we are providing all the EVM compatible chain, Solana, Bitcoin, that's all is there. So make sure to watch it. And this is the Trust Wallet clone we have developed. It's a browser extension which you can use it, and you can add the model to simply communicate with a different dApp as well. So make sure to check all of the project we have built. That will help you to understand that how decentralized app exactly work, how the transaction model work, how decentralized application exactly perform transaction and store data. So make sure to go through this. This one is really powerful. It will help you to understand the crypto architecture, the wallet management, and how every single thing take place in the decentralized ecosystem. So that's the only thing from my end. If you have any question, any doubt, do let me in the comment section. I'll definitely try to help in that. With that, I'm ending this. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.